Hi, my name is Rishi and I'm a graduate student studying at Pace University in New York. I made this really amazing game for PC using pygame and pyinstaller. When I first started brainstorming for an idea for this hackathon, I went to the gaming sites on internet, App Store, and watched a bunch of YouTube videos to figure out what I actually like building with pygames. Most of the content I found was around Mario themed games, which is great and all, but let's be honest, it's kind of outdated right now. So I went back to my roots as a 90s kid and tried to figure out what I liked the most when I was a kid. I remember growing up watching movies like Top Gun and Star Wars, and where there were dogfights between fighter jets where they will kill or be killed. I remember going to arcade just to play these fighter jet games where I will shoot down my enemies or die trying. And basically, this is where I got my inspiration from. And finally, in 20 days, I managed to build this game from scratch and I named it Skywars. There are three unique mechanics to this game that makes this game very unique and interesting. The first feature is homing missile. The enemy ship launch a homing missile which will try to chase the player in whichever direction he or she turns and no matter how far the player tries to escape. Well, not exactly true because missiles have a limited fuel as I have given in the parameters for this in the config.py file. For this homing feature to work, I basically wrote a vector equation in the update function of the missile.py file which will pinpoint the player location every few milliseconds and try to zero down on his position to hit and destroy the player ship. How cool is that? The second feature is radar. As you have noticed, the ships are fast and hard to evade. So I wrote a mini map which will track the enemy ships and missile position, helping the player to evade and kill the enemies. The program for this mini map is written in main.py file. The third feature is bullet time. Who doesn't love the bullet time from Max Payne game and Matrix movies, right? As we unlock levels in the higher levels in the game, it becomes extremely difficult for a player to fight back. So I added in a little slow motion effect which player can use by pressing the control button on the keyboard. The function which executes the slow and speed motion effect is written in the main.py file as shown in this video. Now there are some other good features like increasing the speed of the player ship by pressing shift, fight back by pressing spacebar and shooting bullets, essentially shooting down the enemies and claiming victory as the ultimate sky warrior. On the left side of the window, you can see player's health and the blue bar is a special fuel for player's acceleration. All the credits for the spreadsheet files from where I have taken these images, are given in the readme file. And I have also written in notes for the description of the game. Some of the images are made by me in Photoshop and Paint. Lastly, I would like to thank the Microsoft team and all the others involved in conducting this hackathon for students like us across the world. I have abided by all the rules and greatly appreciate this opportunity. With this, I'm closing my presentation. Thank you very much.